Hello everyone and welcome back to round 4 of the Formula Virtual F2 division, let's call it that. Today we're at Austria, also called Spielberg, also known as the Red Bull Ring. So let's see if the Red Bulls, or if you'd like to call them the Carlins, I don't know, will continue their dominance throughout this season. And it's a wet qualifying. Wonder if it's intermediates or wet tires that's gonna be put onto the cars. And I don't think the drivers have really practiced for this one, so we might see an unusual pole sitter here for round 4 then. And this might be a mix-up as well for the setup, depending on which conditions we'll have as well for the race. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the drivers can do here. Mitcher's probably the favorite to take this one. He's been pretty dominating towards the beginning of this season. Although last week he got to feel the real challenge of Panda Junior. And Panda Junior is going to look to continue his win streak, let's say, from last week then. But here we go. Qualifying has started and the drivers are crossing the line, and it is wet tires for the drivers. I don't think they are allowed to have intermediate, so that's on me. I never race F2, so I think they're only allowed to have wet tires, and Mitcher is leading into turn 1. Let's follow on a lap with the current championship leader and see what example he can set. Going into turn 3 there, or some people call it turn 2, some people call it turn 3. Mama Zelda has retired. You don't want to see it, especially not me, because I'm kind of rooting for him. I know we shouldn't be biased, but I want him to win. And look at this, the Alpine team, I think that is, are a 1-2 at the moment, so they've been putting on some good work on their setups and on their driving for this weekend, I guess. And we have Morris setting the purple second sector here. Mitcher doesn't seem to catch them really, which is surprising, but there are still 2 difficult corners to gain here and to get past. Mitcher is actually dropping down a bit further back even. Is it going to be a 1-2 here for the Alpine lads? I think it is the Alpine lads, I'm not sure. But it seems like Morris is going to take pole with his teammate right behind him, locking up the front row. Lovely stuff from the drivers there, and I think that they will be over the moon with that qualifying for sure. So looking through the grid, it's the Norwegian Morris JRM taking pole position. I think it's the first pole of his career, maybe. I might be wrong on this one, but of the season for sure. Aiden in second, with Mitcher following him in third. Mitcher probably disappointed with this quality, and it's over half a second off the pace as well, you know. So it's not a small margin there. Miles in fourth, Ryan in fifth, with John Shots, the other Carlin, in sixth. Arrows in seventh, and Kinetic Forge in eighth. We've got Swifty Racer in ninth, I believe that was, and I think it was David rounding up the top 10 as well. It is a dry race though, so maybe the front drivers who went for maybe a wet setup, maybe that's why they had such margins, or maybe they're just very comfortable in the wet. We don't really know, but it's different conditions for the race, and it's 40 laps around this track where you gotta keep focus, because there are a couple of difficult turns here where you could spin off or grab yourself a warning for exceeding track limits. So it's going to be a tough one for sure. Let's see here what tires everyone are starting on, and it is soft tires for the whole grid. Surely that has to be the Alpine team, right? Someone correct me if I am wrong, but I think that is the Alpine team. Otherwise, the team principal of Alpine has done a very bad job on deciding what car he wants. But yeah, We've got Morris on pole position for the first time this season, followed by his teammate Aidan Jones in P2, front row lockout. Mitchell, the championship leader, only down in third. You'd expect him to be at least on the front row, with Miles next to him. Rayan in P5, starting next to the other Red Bull or Carlin of Young Shots. Arrows to Valhalla in P8, Kinetic Forge starting P8, Arrows in P7, sorry. Swift Eraser in P9 with David the Gooner in P10. Hooper, I think, who is back in F2 now. I don't think he's been racing earlier, I might be wrong on that one. He's starting P11, together with my favorite team principal, Jaffa Cake, up into P12 there. It's gonna see what he can do, jump a couple of positions in the start maybe. D Maida or yeah, something like that, in P13, with Mama Zelda, who crashed out in quali, starting P14. And Panda, I haven't spoken about him, but the winner, the race winner from last week, is starting last on the grid in P15. So he's got a lot of work to do here if he wants to be able to win this one, that's for sure. But the drivers are now lining up. 5 lights and away we go. And it's a good start from Mitcher here, but not good enough to jump the 2 Alpine drivers. Seems to be relatively clean so far. Someone jumps into the back of Miles, but nothing major. Aiden is going for the lead because he's under pressure from Mitcher here as well. So we might have 3 people going side by side into the third corner here, but it's nothing that the Alpine has to worry about, because they done that perfectly to keep that 1-2, and I think they could really start controlling this race if they start to team up a bit together. They really need to act as a sort of defense for each other to be able to grab this win out of Mitcher, because you can see Mitcher is just way quicker on the exits here. Seems like something has happened here as well. It's been an absolutely madness into turn 4, and people are off all over the place. Wow. Look at that. But Panda is up already 8 positions, that is, or 7 positions, dropping down now, but still that's a great start from him. I think he's... Oh, we have a DNF, we have a DNF, we have a DNF, he's off the track. He's off the track. Is that a safety car? It is a virtual safety car. It's too early for a safety car to be let out on track. But that's not the race that Rayan wanted, for sure. He made it 1 lap out of 40. Not what you want. Luckily for the drivers, they don't have to harvest any ERS here as well, because you don't have the ERS for the F2 cars. You only drive with the DRS, so that's your only real tool to make the overtakes done here. And it's gonna be tough for Mitcher as well, because being the third car, it's gonna be tough. As long as Morris got that DRS from his teammate, it's gonna be very hard for Mitcher to get a move on. But the safety car is gone, or the virtual safety car is gone, and the restart has been applied, with Aiden still leading in front of his teammate. But look at this, Mitcher's gonna go on the outside. Is he gonna make it stick? He stacked it, but it's contact. There is contact, and I don't think the Alpine team is gonna be happy with that. I think that might be something for the stewards to look at. Nothing major, but there was contact on that move. We've got Young Shots and Miles here. Is Young Shots gonna send it on the inside? He is, you know, but he's backing off towards the end there. But that makes Miles compromise his exit, and now Young Shots really gets a move down, whilst Mitcher gets the move down on P1 against Aiden. Is Aiden gonna send it back? He's having a look, but it's not enough. But Mitcher within 2 laps has retaken, or not retaken, but he's taken the lead of this Grand Prix. Look at this then. David, Swifty, side by side. Going here. They're fighting. Who's gonna get the upper hand? It looks like Swifty got the upper hand. He had it inside as well as Panda got a move down on Mama Solda. I don't think Mama Solda wants to fight that too much. I think he knows the pace of Panda. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are they going side by side here? Almost. Aiden tried a little sneaky move. Oh no, the Alpine is off. From that great qualifying to a nightmare race. Nothing you want to see. Is he gonna have to box? He's not gonna have to box at least. But now Aiden is gonna have to take this battle alone, and if anything, he's got Young Shots to worry about behind him, the teammate of Mitchell as well. So how the tables have turned. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mama Solda, is he gonna go for double? It looks like Morris is gonna try to get some positions back after that spin. He's gonna take the inside on both of the drivers. Looks like he is. Looks like he is. Gotta be careful on the brakes here. Cuts the corner slightly. And the battle just continues. Look at this. Morris is gonna go for the inside for a second time in this lap. Now he backs off. He decides to back off. Mama Solda brakes later though, and he gets the move done, and he's up to P7 from the back of the grid as well. So that's wonderful stuff from Mama Solda. Got a bit of a gap to catch up to Swifty Racer though. Mouse is all over Young Shots as well. It looks like he's stepping up a move here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like Morris gave up a position here. Maybe didn't want to get involved into an incident or something, because he's already had one. You don't want another one within 5 laps of the race, that's for sure. Mitchell sets the fastest lap of the race, starting to pull a gap on Aiden as well. But I think that that move that was done, I'm not sure about it. It might have been that he left just enough space to make it done, and it was just some sort of contact anyways, because that does happen. But meanwhile, I'm chatting shit. We have Panda going on the outside of David the Gooner. David the Gooner is not going to give it up that easily, and it pushes him a bit wide. Nothing major, but it looks like Panda got the move done, and he got the DRS as well because of the falling run. But you have them, look at them, banging wheels as well. Morris and David the Gooner. Is David the Gooner gonna get the position? He takes the inside. But they are still going side by side because Morris has the inside going into this turn. You gotta be careful here, you gotta be careful here. But they're going side by side. Still lovely racing from these two. And it looks like David got just a better grip on the outsider. Gets the move done, up to P9. But I think Morris is not done with this battle. He's gonna go for it probably in the next lap as well. Another fastest lap for Mitchell as well. Starting to really pull a gap here. Yep, Morris is going for it again. Look at it on the outside, but he's got so much more speed thanks to the DRS. Nothing happening here, but he got the move done even before the braking points, to be fair. So good job from Morris, up to P9. He's got to recover here because he had such a great qualifying, and he seemed to be up to pace here as well. So I think he could gain some positions. Plenty of laps to go here as well. So it's not over for Morris this one. Meanwhile, Panda has caught up to Mama Solda in front of him. Only 4/10 of a gap here. Looks like he's gonna be setting up a move on the next lap here because Mama Solda doesn't have any DRS from the guys in front of him. You've got Swifty all over Jaffa as well. I think we might even have a move here for the main straight. Nice exit there from Swifty. We have some position changes here as well. Hooper! Oh my god! That is interesting. That's interesting, nevertheless. And Hooper is not going to be happy about that one. It felt weird, that one, because they... Oh, whoa. They had so much space to the... Had so much space to the right side of the track, and they still managed to collide. I think none of them wanted to give up the racing line. You have Swift and Jaffa banging wheels here as well. They don't want to give away positions. Jaffa tries to set it on the inside. He's doing a pretty solid race, to be fair, for his comeback as well. David Gunnar is the second driver to pick up a penalty this race after Hooper as well. Let's look at this. Mamasolda is all over Panda now as well. I think Panda must have made a pass. Mamasolda 3-second penalty. Miles got a 3-second penalty as well. And you don't want to get them penalties early race or early on in the race. But you have this long train here. They all seem to be on a pretty similar pace here. They can't really break out of each other's DRS here. Cooper get a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pits as well. He is driving with frustration, this one. But he's not giving up. He's changing tires and he's kind of... don't quote me on that one. He is giving up. He's pissed and he has retired in the pits. Dmaida as well is continuing though. He's just changing the wings and having a very long pit stop. Oh, we've got some moves here. We've got Panda on Jaffa. Takes the inside. And Aiden gets a 3-second penalty as well. Oops, we got someone who is off. It's David Gunnar. I can't really see what's going on, but he was off the track. I'm surprised there isn't any VSCs or anything like that, you know, in this division, because there have been some crashes. Although there haven't been retirements really, there have been some crashes, so I'm a bit surprised about that, to be honest. We've got Mamasolda. He's gonna take the inside on his former team principal. He's gonna have to make a move. He's taking the outside here. You see the battle in front as well. Ooh, slight contact. Panda is up to 4th. And now the charge is on for real, but he is almost 8 seconds behind, more than 8 seconds behind Meteor. It's gonna be a lot, but he's got the distance. He's got 30 laps to do it, so it's not impossible for sure. Mamasolda hits the rear of Jaffa a bit. It's tough with that corner as well, because people enter it in so many different ways. So the braking points could be a bit different. We've got young shots here, still sticking to Aiden, catched up a bit if anything. So it's looking like Carlin 1-2 at the moment, which would be lovely for that team to catch up to the Haas team, who are leading the constructors at the moment. We've still got this long train all the way from Panda. Oops, we've got some battling here as well. Mamasolda finally getting the move done on Jaffa here. Just to cover him up though, so Jaffa doesn't send it on the inside again. Which he does. And it's a spin. I don't know about that one. It's gonna be one for the steward if it gets reported, but that's a 50-50 call maybe. It's a late die from Jaffa. But at the same time, maybe you could argue Mama should have left space. Mamasolda should have left more space. I don't know about that one, to be fair. But now Panda Junior is gonna have a 2.8 second gap to catch up to the podium places really, and it's not impossible. He does have the pace with some fighting from the P2 and P3 as well. Could easily catch up, but it's still a big gap to take down, you know. Meanwhile, it looks like Mamasolda is going for another move for P6 now. He does have the pace, it looks like. It's just that penalty that's gonna cost him a bit now. Maybe he's gonna try the outside. Maybe tries to switch back here. Lovely move from Mamasolda. Absolutely beautiful. Miles is playing... No, Mamasolda is playing chess. Miles is playing checkers. That's how it goes. And up to P6 goes Mamasolda as well. It looks like Young Shots is getting ever closer. Only 2 tenths behind now. So it looks like it's gonna be a move here. Oh, Mamasolda is off the track. Mamasolda is off the track. Meanwhile, Young Shots is gonna go for a move here, I reckon. Morris gets a penalty as well to his name. Not ideal. Mamasolda, Aiden actually backs off as well, so I think Aiden is gonna try to get a move back here again now. Wanted the DRS by purpose there, I think. Tactical decision maybe from Aiden, but it doesn't seem to be enough at the moment. Might get him though, because there will be DRS on this straight as well. Austria, very well known for being generous with the DRS straights here as well. So now Aiden it seems to be going for it, and he retakes P2 position. Lovely stuff. But is it done though? Is it done though? Young Shots was having a look, but it wasn't enough. But look at that. Meanwhile, this fighting has been going on. Panda has reduced the gap by over a second, so it's 1.5 now only. He's getting closer. Now I'm gonna have a drink because I can't because Mitchell gets a 3-second penalty, and that if there is a late safety car towards the end there, that could be costly for Mitchell as well, because he's got his teammate and Panda without a penalty at the moment. Now I'm gonna have a drink. Now I'm back, and Aiden is back, and he's going back for P2 as well, but he backs off again. He backs off again. He wants the DRS once again. He does a switchback whilst almost jumping the curb. Interesting, but it works. So it's up to P2 once again, but now Panda is all over them. Panda is 4 tenths behind them. He has caught up, and he is going for that P2 position. Oof, could have been a DNF there instead of a P2 if he was just a bit more aggressive on that throttle, that's for sure. Morris, good recovery, up to P7, all over the back of Miles as well, so it's looking like a possible P6 at the moment. Not what he would have wanted at the beginning of the race, but considering he had a spin, it's a good recovery so far from Morris. Whoa, what am I missing here? They're going side by side here. Aiden and Young Shots are not done with each other, and Panda wants in. He might even go for it here. He decides to back off, but he might go for a double here. He could be, because look at that exit. He's already side by side with Aiden. And now, might have a double move lining up here. He's taking the inside here. It's gonna be 3 wide. I think it's gonna be Aiden. No, I think it's gonna be Young Shots, the one without the DRS on this one, so, and I think he's gonna be falling back. He's dropped down to 4, and that's how crucial the DRS is around this track. We also got Morris now. Is he gonna send it on the inside? He is sending it on the inside. Gets left enough space. Is he gonna get the move done? Not really. Miles keeps the inside there. Is he gonna make it? Switchback move here. It's close, it's risky business here, but you gotta make that count. The positions and the overtakes, you gotta make them count. And these lot are not done with each other still. Look at them. Young Shots and Aiden have been glued together for this whole race almost, and they're not done yet either. Panda has already pulled a 1.1 second gap because these lot just can't stop fighting each other. And is that... It looks a bit cloudy. It looks a bit cloudy. Do you know what that means? That means that it might be some rain towards the end of this one to spice it up. Oh, 3 wide here, is it? No, 2 wide. But Morris and Miles, them two as well, can't be separated at the moment. Morris takes the inside. Who gets the DRS though? It looks like it's Morris as well, so he's going to be able to defend his position pretty easily. And Young Shots is now fighting with Swifties, you know? Where the hell did Swifty come from? Well, he's in that battle now as well for the final podium position. Could we have Morris and Miles join in as well? You never know. But now this fight for the podium turned into a 3-way fight between Young Shots, Swifty Racer, and Aiden Jones. That might be a warning as well. Let's look at this then. On the outside here again. Are they gonna both? Wow. And I think Aiden decides to pit. He does decide to pit, so it wasn't as impressive as you might have thought it was, but still impressive from all 3 drivers to not get involved in an incident there. And good job from Aiden as well to stay within the white line. Aiden did get a 5-second for cutting the pit entry. Or not cutting the pit entry, but going too fast into the pit entry. So. But yeah, now if there is some rain in this one, it's all about the timing. Gotta time it correctly. Miles starts to drop off a bit from Morris. They were closer before, so it seems like Morris might have some better pace. And Mama said they somehow up to P8 after spinning as well, which is good from him. But yeah, none of the top 9 have boxed yet. Aiden was the first driver to make the real call when it comes to strategy. The other drivers have been boxing due to, I believe, damage or something. Maybe David the Gunner decided to box due to a strategy call as well, but the rest, they boxed because of damage, I think it was. And now you have the Young Shots and Swifty into the pits as well. Is Aiden gonna get a good undercut here or not is the question. Because pit stops are slow around here. Aiden is making his way through the penultimate turn, so I think it's gonna be close, but he's gonna have a better temperature or heat in his tires, and it's gonna be very close this one. It's gonna be very close this one. Look, Young Shots is leaving the pits now. Here is Aiden. I think he's gonna come out slightly behind, but look at this then. Aiden gets another 3 seconds as well, not ideal, but look at this. Wow, he does not get an undercut, and he's actually behind the 2 drivers, and they are now on fresher tires as well, which is not ideal. So, oh, has something happened here then? Something must have happened between Swifty and Aiden, because Swifty gave up the position as well, and they are now over 2 seconds behind Young Shots, and Aiden gives it back again. I think that might be some glitch from the game where you have to get back the position, I don't know. Miles cuts that corner a bit too much, if you'd ask me, but car is on the track, car is still going, P4, not too bad. And we have Arrows boxing as well, so it's like the 4th driver now to make a pit stop, probably in 4 hards, I'm assuming. I'm surprised I don't see any medium tires here. I don't know if they're allowed to pick any medium tires, but I mean, they've taken the softs 18 laps, so why would they not be able to take the medium tires 22 laps, if you ask me? I don't know. Maybe it's the game deciding for them. But Mitchell is staying out. He does have the gap to the drivers behind as well. So he does have this kind of buffer to be able to stay out for a few extra laps as well. Actually, a purple sector from Panda. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but that shows that Panda definitely got some more pace. And Mitchell is in the pits whilst I was talking about that. Panda is staying out for another lap. But yeah, now we're starting to enter the pit stop phase, and Panda has the fastest lap of the race on 18 lap old soft. So Panda maybe starts to put some good times in here. It is hammer time for Panda. And Mamasalda also jumps them, but he has not made his pit stop yet, together with Morris as well. So yeah, these three still have to make a pit stop. But it's interesting to see how this pans out. Sorry. Not too much battling going on now though, because of the pit stops. They kinda separated the drivers a bit. We've still got Aiden and Swifty going at it after their weird collision on the previous lap. But apart from that, we don't really have too much battling going on track at the moment. With 13 drivers remaining, Aiden is gonna go on the outside here. He's gonna try a switchback. He does try it, but it's not enough. And Swifty plays his car absolutely brilliantly. He keeps that position as well. Seems like Arrows is all over Kinetic as well. It looks like it was Kinetic was on the curb there, pretty much low Vargas. It could be a bit loose there, but nothing major by the looks of it. Jaffa does have, he's having a pretty solid race. First race back, P9, no penalties, fresh tires. He's made his pit stop already. He's up to 9th position, so it could only go uphill from here, unless he spins. But at the moment he's doing well. Aiden is also doing well, going on the inside here of Swifty. Now he gets the move done finally. Swifty gonna be able to respond, because Swifty does have the DRS back on him now, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Well, looks like he got a pretty poor exit. Arrows and Kinetic fighting crazy there as well. I didn't really catch what happened, but that was close. I get a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. A lot of 5-second penalties today for speeding in the pits, to be honest. I'm a bit surprised. I know you want to optimize your pit entry, but do you really want to risk it for 5 seconds? Oh no. This picture almost caught up to myself there as well. Gonna be an easy move for him as well. Fresh hard tires. The lap old soft tires but look at this then. Look at this then. Morris is gonna get out almost next to his team. He's getting out ahead of his teammate, and he had an incident earlier in this race as well. So Morris has really made some good progressions here. And considering he had a pretty appalling first couple of laps, all teammates are colliding a bit. But yeah, this is not going how the Alpine team wanted. From a 1-2 to a 5-6 at the moment. It's not how they wanted this one to pan out. Now then, Swifty all over the back. Look at this. Look at this. He's almost going side by side with him into turn 1. But it's not gonna be enough. Is he gonna back out? It's not backing out. It's gonna be tight. That's close. He lives to fight another day. Meanwhile, these lot have been fighting like crazy. I have been missing them, but I've seen on the map that it's been overtake after overtake. And Kinetic is doing a solid job fighting him actually, because he's on 20 lap of cards, whilst Arrows to Valhalla is only on 4. So in theory it should be an easy work for Arrows, but Kinetic is really making life difficult for him. Not to mention Aiden, who's making life really difficult for Swifty as well, but you could expect that. Now Mama Soda decides to go into the pit, so he goes longer on the softer compound of tires rather than the harder compound of tires, which is interesting. Whoa, Swifty on the outside here. Panda sets a fastest lap. Swifty, a bit of contact, just enough space left. Nice switchback, lovely move from Swifty. He timed that to perfection. That is brilliantly done. Up to P6 now. Let's have a look on the penalties here. 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Morris is on 6 seconds, so he's gonna probably lose out in that fourth place unless something crazy happens, so more people decide to get penalties. Aiden is on 11 seconds worth of penalties, which is not ideal whatsoever. Especially with a lot of drivers behind him, it's pretty close, you know. Drop down almost down to 8th or 9th even, if it's going like this. Oh! Bitcher had a moment, by the looks of it. He's lost a lot of time to Panda. Bitcher's had a moment and he's feeling the pressure now for sure. And I'm just saying, if Panda wouldn't have got that 5-second penalty, Panda would be in contention for, or he would be your net race leader. So he's gonna be kicking himself for that one to grab a 5-second, but this gave him some motivation for sure to catch up to Mitchell. He just needs to stay within 1 second and he will get the win as well, so he doesn't really have to overtake him on track either. But someone who's trying an overtake on track though is Swifty still. These lots can't get rid of each other now, they're still fighting side by side here. And Aiden backs off. This is kind of his signature move now, to just back off, get the DRS and then get him back on the other straight, which is exactly what he did here. And D-Slot, not to mention D-Slot as well, they just keep on fighting. I don't even know what Kinetic, or how Kinetic is being able to fight him with these set of tires. 22 laps, and I can't believe how Jaffa is the only one without a penalty. Out of all people, this guy doesn't have a penalty. Wow. Aiden, Swifty, they're not done with each other, are they? They're going here side by side, not side by side, but almost side by side, close to each other. Aiden is right on him, and look at these two, man, they can't stop fighting. Kinetic and Arrows, almost identical cars as well. Arrows takes the inside. Surely you gotta keep it now. You've got, what is that, 16 lap fresher tires, but the DRS is just so strong around here, you can't shake him off, that's the problem. But Panda is getting closer and closer. Panda is quick around here. And it is still 15 laps to go, so anything could happen. Whoa, that's close from Kinetic as well. What's going on here then? Someone's going slow. Aiden is going slow. Swift is all over him. And they're causing a bit of a train here now, because Mama Zelda is caught up. And Jaffa is about to catch up as well if they aren't careful enough. And Jaffa doesn't have any penalties, so he'd jump probably all three of them, if that would be the case. And these lot are still not done with each other. And finally the spin comes there, or collision. It was just meant to be, wasn't it? At some point. Arrows to Valhalla. And Kinetic leaves after that. I don't know if that's just his wife or what that could be. But Swifty, all over Aiden. Takes the outside. Aiden leaves him just enough room. And they are going 3 here, 4 here, never mind, there was a car behind there as well. Mama Zelda at the back there as well. Look at this then. Look at this then. They will lose so much time to this, but they're... Oh, look at this, guys. This is crazy. And I was saying that this race was starting to die out because people were separated. Well, these lot are not separated for a single penny, that's for sure. I don't even know if that's something you say in English, but I don't care. I go for it anyways. 3.4 now the gap between Panda and Meteor. So Panda feels like Panda is in a situation where you just hunt them down, you know, and that's the best possible like feeling you could have when you're just hunting someone down in front, and you know that you've got a slight pace advantage. Just if you get everything perfect, you could catch up, and that's the position Panda is in right now. Aiden, is he gonna box again? He is boxing again. I think he might have damage. Hopefully not the retirement on pits. But yeah, this four-way battle turned into a two-way battle real quick there. I don't know why Aiden decided to box again though. Must have been damaged, that's the only reason I can see. At the moment everyone are getting points apart from Dmaida, but he is in the fight for points as well, so it's good to see that everyone have something to fight for in this one. And he's actually gonna go, that's close between him and David the Gooner. I don't know what that was, to be honest. But everyone's got something to fight for, even if it's just a point, you know, which is always good to see. Panda is getting some DRS here to catch up to Mitchell as well from lapped cars. I don't know if ghosting is on or not, but these cars should not be they should be interfering with Panda's race, to be honest, not too much at least. And yeah, Panda is gaining now. It's 3.3 now. Is it gonna be enough though? I don't know. He's back in the lobby, so it was just a disconnect. Mama Zelda, is he gonna go from the here? He's very close. As well as Morris. Morris is not close enough to make a move. Mama Zelda is close enough to make a move. He's gonna go for the inside. Is he gonna outbreak himself? No, he's not. Swifty tries the switchback. We have a car standing still on track. It's David the Gooner. Mama Zelda has made the move and he is up to P5 with this one as well. David the Gooner is down all the way in 13. Panda set the fastest lap, so he definitely got the pace, but Mitchell also set the fastest lap, so these guys are pushing each other to the limit at the moment. Arrows Valhalla, another penalty, but Arrows Valhalla is up to P9 now, so he's doing good jobs though. Oppa, it's just David Quinn letting people through. Oh no. Whoa. Good save from Amasolda. That could have ended very badly. Oh, look at this. Look at this. How the hell has Morris catched up then? How much pace does he have in this car? Morris is driving a phenomenal race, considering he spun in the beginning. He's been driving very good this one. He's on the inside here. Still side by side. And it seems that the outside line just has more grip there. I know that is about, and Swifty is dropping back for some weird reason. Might have been contact with another driver, but Panda sets another fastest lap now. He is quick, but he's not gaining enough to really be challenging for a win here. And he's gonna be kicking himself about that 5-second penalty. I already spoke about it, but that 5-second penalty is gonna be the difference between a P2 and a win here. But Morris, I don't know how he got up there, but he's up fighting for that final podium spot somehow. Switchback. Gets the move done now. Being that he needs to shake him off as well. It's not easy, especially around a track like this with F2 cars. It's not easy whatsoever. Aiden says the fastest lap of the race with a set of soft tires as well. Jaffa is catching up now. Jaffa is gonna jump positions, mate. He's gonna jump up even to P5 maybe, if he gets a move on. David letting people through again. Never mind. And Morris and Jung shots. These are the ones that we need to keep a lookout for, because this is the fight for the podium. This is the fight for the final podium spots. Morris does have that extra 3 seconds of pens, which won't help him. But you just never know. Jung shots could get another 3 seconds, or he might just pull a gap, to be honest, Morris. So you never know. I don't think we've had a single safety car in this league so far. I think we might need to change the rules, maybe put it on regular, because it's on reduced at the moment. But at the same time, there hasn't been any DNF to cause a safety car, so I do see why there isn't one. Meteor sets the fastest lap on hards. Wow, and Panda replies. Panda is getting that gap down, but it's just not enough, man. 8 laps to go. He is pushing though. He is pushing. It's under 3 seconds now. He's getting closer. Look, he can see Mitchell now in front of him. So it's an extra motivation here. And he's going to be getting some DRS from a lapped car in front of him pretty soon as well, most likely. So, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Car standing still on track. Careful, you've got to be careful here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, nothing major happened, but still. Panda sets another fastest lap. It's a race. Oopa! Swift is all over Miles as well. So this is definitely a fight to watch out for as well, because it's the closest battle we've got on track at the moment. Miles goes a bit wide, compromising his corner entries here, and that makes him almost a sitting duck here for Swifty, but Swifty decides to not go over here. He maybe wants to go for it here instead, and look at that exit. Perfect, gets the move done. And I don't think Miles is going to be able to respond to that, but you just never know. Morris, young shots, still fighting for that final podium spot. Oh, we've got the retirement, but that's in the pits. It's in the pits. And Panda gets a 3 second, and that's probably it for him then. Probably won't be another. Yeah, that's probably the winner with the Panda with that 3 second penalty. He was pushing a lot to try and bring the gap down, so you gotta respect it, but it just wasn't enough. And now it starts to, the battle starts to really fall off, but we do have the battle for the podium still, with John Shots and Morris. They're just trading positions lap after lap at this point. Morris takes the inside, John Shots takes the inside, Morris makes a switch back, and Morris makes the move then again with the DRS now. Now maybe we should have a chance to run away a bit because they're a way better exit as well, you know. Meanwhile, Miles and Swifty as well. So yeah, these are the two battles we do have on track at the moment. Oh, whoa, whoa. They're going side by side there as well. Once again, they've done this before together as well. And it's the same outcome by the looks of it. Because Morris has now dropped because Young Shots had a better grip on the outside. So yeah, that's definitely an overtaking spot there, but it's a risky one as well. You don't want to go side by side through there, ideally. And unless we have a mistake from Witcher now, I think that's the race win sealed for him. Whoa, 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 what happened here then? We just took out the fucking board. Morris on the outside once again. We've seen this probably 20 times. This one switches around up to P3 once again. And they're just probably gonna trade the position like that all the way to the final lap, I guess. It's gonna be a one-lap sprint for them too. Jaffa is starting to lose a bit of time as well to the drivers in front, which is not ideal. I mean, you gotta go quick still because you want that gap you have to be valuable, if let's say, without those penalties. But he's definitely got, let's say, P6 at the moment, by the looks of it. But it might be a P7 only. Look at this then. Same thing again, never mind. Yeah, you can just put it on replay, man, because it's the same thing here. Once again, Morris switches around, takes the lead, and I think they're fine with it as well. I'd try something different if I was one of them. Just maybe get a move down somewhere else, try to pull a gap that way, because at the moment it obviously doesn't seem to be working, but they might be happy with where they are at the moment, especially Young Shots, who's got that 3-second buffer as well over Morris. To get that podium as well, so it's gonna be a good haul of points here for the Red Bull team, with Mitchell most likely getting the win and Young Shots most likely getting the podium here as well. Unless something major happens, like an incident or something, but I just can't see it happening. The cars are too stable as well for people to spin, so the likelihood of a crash or a spin or whatever is way smaller than in a regular F1 race. But look at this then. Now we have Young Shots going on Morris for a change. Let's see how it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same thing again. But now Young Shots is gonna get the DRS. And this might change it all, but Morris just gets a better exit there. At least it was something else, something different, you know, that it tried out for once. Pictures as the fastest lap of the race. Closest battle we got on track is over the podium position. Young Shots is probably gonna go for it again. I think it's gonna be same thing again. Morris takes the outside. Who's gonna brake earlier? Young Shots is trying to brake a bit earlier so he gets the DRS. Meanwhile, getting the move done at the same time, but it's just not going to work because Morris knows about this, outbrakes himself, or brakes a bit later, gets a better exit, and then the good exit compromises for the no DRS that he gets. Meanwhile, Jaffa, or no, someone at the moment, I think it was just a car letting the drivers through, it was Maida, I think. And Panda's really lost the pace now completely. I think he's just kind of given up. He knows that this is over. Won't be another safety car as well in this one, so. But for the penultimate lap, you got junk shots for once going for a move into turn 1 instead. On the outside makes it stick. They do leave enough space for each other as well to make it clean, which is always good to see as well. But now it's the same story once again. Morris switches back. Does he get the DRS? He does get the DRS, but it will all be decided on the final lap no matter what. Although jump shots still got less penalties. And look what wants to be fighting. Mama Salda's caught up by almost 3 seconds, I believe that is. So the fighting has definitely cost them, but not enough, obviously. Mitcher sets another fastest lap of the race, but Panda steals it on the last lap as well, on the second to last lap. So there might be a little battle here for fastest lap as well, because when these not crosses the line, you might still see some fastest laps being set, and that's on old hard, so that's impressive by the drivers. But here then, for the final lap, we've got this podium battle that we can witness. And this has been probably the main show for the last couple of, well, for the last 10 or so laps, I'd say. It's nothing really big, it's not really big, anything else to commentate on. But Young Shot is going to take the outside or inside. Takes the outside. I think that Morris has done it perfectly here. I think Morris has done that absolutely brilliantly. Just unlucky with the penalty, but that was perfect defense. He done so that Jones didn't get a good enough exit to really make a move. But unless he can get it removed somehow. Unless Morris can get it removed somehow, it's unfortunate that he can't get it. And I get the fastest lap, or did Mitchell get the fastest lap? Mitchell did get the fastest lap by less than a tenth of a second. But yeah, Mitchell wins the 4th round of this season, making it 3 out of 4 wins, and extending even further in the championship with Beth not racing today. So well done to Mitcher, well done to Panda for still making him sweat a bit, but yeah, this was Mitcher's race to lose. Panda starting from the back really probably cost him the win today, together with that 5-second penalty that he got as well. Young Shots does snatch that 3rd, or not snatch it because he deserves it, to be honest. He's been up there all race, to be honest, getting less penalties as well. So well done to those 3, and good result for Red Bull. Driver of the day is Panda on the game. Obviously you guys will get to decide that in the server later on, but I think the game made a pretty fair decision, to be honest. It's probably maybe Mitcher, Panda, I'd say maybe Morris for the comeback drive as well, maybe. I think maybe one of those 3. But yeah, anyways, the classifications. Mitcher wins for the 3rd time this season, with Panda in 2nd only this time, has the set of a 2nd. Young Shots finishing in 3rd. I think that is his first podium of the season, with Morris, the pole sitter, in 4th. Mama Salda recovers up to 5th anyways, so it's not too bad. With Miles in 6th, Swifty Racer in 7th, Arrows in 8th, Jaffa only 9th. I expected a bit better because he did not have any penalties, but I think he dropped back a bit towards the end, which is what cost him. Aiden in 10th, he's going to be disappointed with that, I believe, starting from 2nd. Kinetic in 11th, Jmaida in 12th, David Iguner in 13th, and then we've got the DNFs. Only 2 DNFs. Oh no, David also DNF'd, I think, in the pit. Only 3 DNFs is not too bad then, with Hooper and Rayan also DNFing in the pits, I think, apart from Rayan, who DNF'd on track to early stages. Pretty good race all round, nothing major, and I think it was pretty entertaining. I think the drivers probably had a lot of fun. I'm gonna check if they want to do interviews, otherwise we'll be ending it from here, so give me a moment. And that is it then for this week. So tune in tomorrow for the big guns, let's say, or for the Division 1 drivers, who's also going to be racing around Austria. But until then, stay safe, take care, have a good one. See ya.